And now, Dean Forgione with a spoken word piece. Like the latest fashion, like a spreading disease. The kids are strapping on their way to the classroom, getting weapons with the greatest of ease. The gang stake out their own campus locale, and if they catch you slipping, then it's all over, pal. If one guy's colors and the others don't mix, they're gonna bash it up, bash it up, bash it up, bash it up. Hey, man, you talking back to me? Take him out. You gotta keep him separated. Hey, man, you disrespecting me? Take him out. You gotta keep him separated. Hey, they don't pay no mind. If you're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey, come out and play. Episode 37 of The Performers I Know. Special guests Max and Amelie Zazik coming at you. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another funful episode of The Performers I Know. This is episode number 37. All right. Oh, we got some dogs in the audience tonight. We got the dog pound here. Very excited about that. And I'm very excited about our guests this week. Now, as you all know, last season we had a brother and sister combination of Leora and Aaron Schuff. Well, today, this week, we have our second brother and sister combination, all the way from Studio, California. They both excel in acting and singing and doing lots of fun stuff with music. Please let us give a round of applause to Max and Amelie Zazik. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
I'm glad to have you. So, once upon a time during the COVID days of 2020 and 2021, Max tried out for one of my shows. I believe it was Young Sherlock Holmes Adventures. And he wound up getting the role of Lestrade. Amelie, actually, technically, she also tried out for one of my shows. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know that Max was your brother. You tried out for Little Mermaid, and from what I recall, I was ready to cast you as one of the Mer sisters because you were quite good. But that project never actually wound up going through, which is unfortunate. But guys, if you can answer one at a time, of course, what got you bitten by the performing bug? What got you involved in acting and singing and being
Oh,
all
yeah.
that great stuff?
Oh, so we live like we live like at a hill area. So down the street there's like a little like arts area and we auditioned for one of the shows since they're like kind of like, hey, we have the show called Oklahoma and like we need some people to do it. And we were very young, like maybe like preschool or
I
kindergarten.
was 4.
You were four?
Yeah, I was 4.
Four. Yeah, so I only was four, I was six.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, very young. I remember like those little like horse toys that you'd get. I remember we brought one of those like in
Yeah.
our car
Oh yeah.
and we got those little like horse toys and Amelie was doing like the singing numbers on the horse when
Yeah.
auditioning. It was
Hmm.
it was so fun. And after that audition, we got like ensemble part. So that was like our first ever production, like doing
Oh,
acting and like
so you were not in fact poor Judd, and you were not dead.
what? Oh,
Okay. One sec. All
See
right.
that?
How do
I
you?
that's literally a character in Oklahoma. Come on, you're killing me here. Yeah,
Uh,
that's yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot
We
about the
are
character.
Oh, okay. Well, then again, Amelie was four, and you were like
Yeah, I
negative.
was like
You were
six.
negative
Yeah,
you were -6, something
yeah.
something like that. So yes. So Max played Lestrade, the little busybody, got to do his old British accent. Was it an interesting experience to play the younger version of an established character?
Yeah, definitely. Like with Sherlock Holmes, like being like a big series, that was really fun. And during quarantine and stuff, that was insane. The like getting even apart at that time. So yeah, the whole experience was really fun. I had to say, doing the British accent was also really, really fun. I don't think I really did much British accents, but I once I started doing it, it's really fun.
You managed it quite well. If I recall correctly, the group of kids that was in your group that did it, because I've done this show multiple times now. You
Mm.
guys were able to pull off the accents quite well, quite well. So I'm going to ping pong back and forth between Max and Amelie. Now, Amelie, the one big thing that I remember is now I don't know if this was a music video or if you were on a TV series where it was a recurring character, but you played the young version of Marilyn Monroe. Is that correct?
Oh yes. In American Horror Story, I played young Marilyn Monroe. So yeah, I remember like we had to film like the scene on a bed with, and then the light would be flashing right in my eye. And I'm really not good with like lights in my eyes, so that was really something. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean, that's theater.
yeah,
I was gonna say that is kind of
That's
showbiz. You gotta
yeah,
take the
that's
good with the
showbiz.
bad. What
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've watched American Horror Story. What season was that? Because I know there's like every season is a different quote unquote show.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
It was 8. I know that I remember it was like 8 or 10 because I remember it would be episode 8 or it would be episode 10. I don't remember which one it
I
was.
think it was the one where they had the two part where they had one which was like aliens and one
Yeah.
with like was it vampires or something? Or was
I
it
don't know.
it was another part, but Amelie had like alien ones, and that's where the lights were going crazy, like through the window because there's a
Yeah.
bunch of alien stuff happening.
Yeah.
And once I saw that the scene you did,
Yeah.
it was insane.
Yeah, it was crazy filming that scene.
I mean, truth be told, I kind of after that whole camp slasher one from the '80s said I was like, I don't know about this show anymore. But I'm gonna have to take a look now and see the flashing lights and everybody being all freaked out and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but because I feel like I I was looking at my notes and I'm like, okay, she was in a music video, and I honestly thought for a split second that you played the same character in a music video, but what it is you played the younger version of a singer in a music video. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that was my confusion. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, and what was it like doing that music video? Was that a lot of was there flashing lights in that one too?
I don't think so. I mean, there's like photography, like camera flashing, like paparazzi. So that was, yeah. So that's pretty much the flashing lights there.
Oh,
And the
okay.
singer, Gloom,
Oh,
um,
formerly known as
formerly known as Gloom, but now her new name is Viola. She gets her inspo by Marilyn Monroe because that's why she looks like her. Yeah.
I gotcha. So you have experience playing young Marilyn Monroe-ish characters.
Yeah.
I think is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So the big thing that Max did was he was part of a very wonderful tour He did a tour of Peter Pan, and I'm going through my notes here. I feel like it was a lot of stops in the Middle East area, especially Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. The tour was in Saudi Arabia for the Dubai or the Riyadh season of 2019.
Uh,
And um, yeah, that experience was crazy. Oh, what? Oh
yeah.
yeah, 30 days over in in Saudi Arabia, and it was very fun. The way I got it was that area I was talking about down the street from our house.
Okay.
Some people work there, and now like a few days, like not a few days, a few years later, someone reached out saying, "Hey, the coast what was it? The understudy for Michael Darling has stepped out, and we need a new understudy." And I was like, yeah, why not? Like we're going all the way to Saudi Arabia for like 30 days performing Peter Pan. And so that was really fun. And
Hmm.
I got to do six performances at the end, and the whole experience was just
Was it
amazing.
was the audience a little bit different than what you expect for like say like an American audience, or was it kind of the same?
The audience somehow is actually a little bit the same. Like there's some things like Christmas and other stuff, which I didn't think most of the audience would like understand. But somehow, like they kind of knew, and
Well,
they
that's
also
good.
spoke like some English and stuff, so I can
Oh,
understand
okay.
a lot of what they were saying.
I'm looking at my notes here, and there's a picture that I came across of you and the individual playing your brother, and somebody just in a big dog costume playing Nana. And the I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of it. It's like the mouth is just like, whoa,
It's so big. Yeah.
oh, poor Nana. I don't know about this one, but yes. So, as I said at the top of the show, Max and Amelie are no stranger to singing because, for those of you who are not aware, they're in a band together.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. It's called Still Deciding.
Yes.
Have you decided on a name yet, or are you still deciding on
I
Still Deciding?
think yeah, we're still deciding
We're
on that.
still deciding.
We're
Yeah.
still, I mean, you might as well just stick with Still Deciding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's just lean on the joke a little bit.
Yeah.
How did that
I
come? How did that come about that you guys
Oh
started your?
yeah. We were in the car after Rock Band, and
Yeah.
I was like, and Dad was like, "Did you come up with the name yet?" I was like, "No, we're still deciding." And I was like, "Wait a minute, that's actually pretty good." And I was like, "It's funny, and it's like
Yeah.
you can make it a rock band name, and that it just kind of sticked. The
Yeah.
whole
I
band.
kind of it kind of reminds me of a story that I heard about the Electric Light Orchestra. Um, it was either the American or the British distribution of their first album,
Hmm.
and a record producer, was on the phone with somebody from ELO, and they got passed a note saying, did they come up with the title for their first album? And the guy wrote on the note, no answer, meaning they haven't given an answer yet. This bright light was like, oh, okay, that's the name of the album. And they called the album No Answer, even though it wasn't supposed to be called that.
Oh no.
ELO was just like, all right, I guess we're just going to go with that one.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just had what is it? A performance yesterday
Yesterday.
at the Orange County Fair
What
for Still Deciding.
what kind of influences do you guys have? Like what kind of music do you do?
Mainly
Pop rock.
pop rock music. So like sometimes we do a little bit of like Metallica, sometimes a little bit of Queen. So I would say a little bit more like
In the
80s or 90s,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80s and 90s.
You know, a little bit of Skid Row, a little bit of Alice in Chains. Never hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna start naming bands, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Fudge Heads. Oh yeah, yeah, we did the first album. Yeah. No, I'm kidding, of course. Um, yeah. So, do you guys you share vocal duties?
Yes. I do more higher songs and you do more like lower because
I think yeah, I would say like the songs you do, I gotta think, yeah, like most of the songs are in like the same register.
yeah, but not
So,
separate ways.
but yeah, some songs are totally high. Some like I'll give that to Amelie. Some have some lower notes.
Yeah.
So we kind of switch around with the songs.
Okay. And do your other bandmates chip in with vocals, or are they just do it?
They're no. I would yeah, we have I think was it three guitarists,
three guitarists, two
two
drummers.
drummers, and
And a
then
partridge in a pear tree.
and yeah, but we have I also do keyboard
Yeah.
and then yeah, we're both vocalists for the band.
You have two drummers, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
two drummers.
Wow. Got like you got Phil Collins over here to the left.
Oh my
Um, we got
yeah.
who's the guy from Foo Fighters that does the drums? I don't
Uh
know what the heck his name is.
we gotta make sure there's no chairs in the room whenever you perform.
Why is that?
Our some well, the teachers has to be there, but you know, if there's two drummers and there's a chair, things can get a little, you know,
The
Well,
out of
Flash
hand.
reference.
well, I wanted this to come from me, but the, what you know what you should do? You might want to write this down. Get two chairs.
Two chairs.
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, if you really want everybody to be, and while you're at it, get a bagpipe player too. I think that would
Hmm,
be
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like a bagpipe.
We're thinking of adding a triangle player.
A triangle
A
player?
triangle player.
Oh, I play a mean air guitar, but I don't
Hmm,
like the
yeah.
playing.
Yes.
So listen, ask me to play any song in the world, I can play it on air guitar.
I was wondering with air guitars, like how do you tune those?
How do you
Um, you got to feel around for it. It's very
Hmm.
difficult.
Yeah, so
It's like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy with the invisible boat mobile. You
oh
just gotta know where it is.
yeah, so it's like an invisible jet. You just gotta like
Exactly.
know where it is. This guy.
Yeah, I mean, see, they get it. They get it. I hope you folks get it. Yes. But Max has done a few of my virtual shows, and he really played a gamut of characters. And the one that I remember most is when he was Peter in Peter's Chase of the Wolf, which was kind of my quote unquote dark reinterpretation of the story. And you and Shannon Ship played together very well, especially when she slapped you. Well,
Oh yeah.
virtually slapped you anyway. And I have to ask, what was it like kind of trying to do like a reinterpretation of a story that you may or may not have known from before?
Yeah. At first, I don't think when I got it, I knew what it was. I was like, this is cool. It was almost like a Grimm's like fairy tale
Oh
thing. Because yeah. I would say because the reinterpretation, it was just get like the emotion and stuff other than like the books and stuff like radio plays are very cool because you can just hear how like everything plays out like you can they're just an amazing experience and like playing the characters is also really cool like going into a different setting a different time it was really fun.
I think my favorite part of that from you was, "Where are you? Where are you? God damn it!" You just the way you paused during the "God damn it." I was like, that works. That really works. Oh my goodness. So Yeah, so you guys have any kind of projects going on now besides your still deciding?
So,
I'm applying for OSHA.
oh yeah, Amelie is applying for OSHA, which I go to currently.
Acting.
It's at the acting conservatory,
You'll have to
and
for the viewers at home, tell us a little bit about what OSHA is.
oh yes, OSHA stands for Orange County School of the Arts. It's a art school, and basically I go in the acting conservatory, so we learn all about acting, which has really helped my career to kind of like still stay with acting, even if there isn't that much projects going around. It really helps.
Hmm. And Amelie, is there any like certain kind of an audition process that you're doing for it right now?
Oh yeah. So I'm applying for acting, which you have to do two monologues, a comedic and a dramatic monologue, and I think an interview. And
Mhm.
I'm applying for integrated arts, which is a mix of everything. So I have to write a story, film a short film, a 2-minute film, and do a monologue.
Oh, they just got you doing everything, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, write a dissertation, um, juggle chainsaws. Yeah, we got that. Mhm. Yeah, like
Did
when
you get
is the audition still going? Is it like ongoing, or is there a certain time where it's happening?
Like
I think
like
maybe like at
at
the beginning of the year, January.
January.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, so January 2025.
Yeah.
Okay. So then actually, strangely enough, by the time this show airs, it'll still be in the future because this show is not going to air until November.
Oh.
I hate to spoil the illusion, but yes. But we actually I don't want to skip out on this question. And this was a question that I added in at the last minute because it was a clip that I saw at the last minute. Max won a game show. Yes,
Oh yes.
yes,
Um,
indeed. You were on a
yeah.
Nickelodeon game show?
Yeah, I was on a game show. It was called Tuned In. So what happened was like a few years ago, we saw like, oh wow, the episodes are uploading. When it got to mine for some reason, and you can like search it up, um, that it just didn't air for some
They
reason.
never aired it.
It never aired, but the
What?
experience, yeah, it like right on my episode. It,
Oh,
it, it was strange, but when it got
that's horrible. I can't believe that they would do
to,
that. Hmm.
yeah, but the experience was really fun. It was Nickelodeon, so we just answered Nickelodeon based questions. If you got them right, get points. Wrong, you get slimed. Obviously, it's Nickelodeon. And
Right.
I yeah, I got to the last round and I made like it was called I think Tower of Slime or something, where you'd have to answer questions. Each question you got, you'd get money, which would progressively get bigger the
Mhm.
more questions you answered. And during that whole time, I didn't get slimed once, and I just got all the questions right one after another. And I went home with like $1,000. I was like, that was crazy.
Okay, here's your next question, Max. In the popular Nickelodeon show Doug, what is Doug's best friend's name? A. Bob, B. Skeeter, or C. Ryan Reynolds?
Hmm.
God help you if you say Ryan
Doug?
Reynolds.
That's
That show is actually before your
oh
time.
oh oh my gosh. Um
Waiting for you to figure that out. Yes, but as I look at the old clock on the wall, I see that we're starting to run just a smidgen at a time, as fun as this has been. Um, my last question to you guys, as I ask all of my guests, and of course, again, one at a time, so we don't have a cacophony of sound. If somebody were to come up to you guys and say, "Hey, Max, Amelie, I want to do what you guys do. I want to act. I want to be in a band. I want to be on a Nickelodeon game show. What would be the piece of advice that you would give them to best succeed?
Okay, I would definitely say, like, if you have something, and it could be anything that you have any sort of dreams or hopes of being in the future, I would just say keep going. Just keep trying. And if people are like, if there's like bad comments or something goes wrong, just keep going. Like things happen in life, and if you don't keep going, you're not going to go anywhere. So if you have a hope and a dream, don't give up because that dream will still be there. It just, if you're not gonna, you gotta put the work in it. It's obviously, but you know, just make sure that you never give up.
Oh, indeed. Anomaly, what do you think?
I was going to say the same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I
Oh,
was going to say, don't give up. It's going to be really hard. It's going to take a while. And you might want to give up, but don't. Just keep going.
okay. Excellent, excellent advice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as our outro plays us out, I want to thank Max and Amelie for being here. Guys, thank you very much for being guests on my show.
No, thank you.
And yes, we will see you all in the next episode. So long. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know.